Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Rastafarian Raiders in Crusader Kings 2. So we've got Fort George and San Andreas. Yeah. And it's burnt down, but that's okay. We're happy. We own it. We're Duke Curtly. For some reason, this mod turns on the extra information like ID and stuff like that, which is kind of strange. Like, why does it tell us the ID? Is that always on there? Maybe it is now. I don't remember. Anyway, we could form a title. We could form the Duchy of Isla de San Andreas. We could do this. I don't think we will. It's going to cost too much money. You know what we need to do is go raiding. So we're going to hire up our troops and our boats. We're going to fit perfectly onto those boats. Let's make sure that these guys are flagged as raiders first. Let's go see if we can find some money. Now, someone had asked me in comments, like, you do know you can navigate major rivers. Yes, I do know this. However, it doesn't seem to really matter too much. Like, all we really care about is finding provinces that provide us with financial incentive. Shortcut key was U. That's right. I've been playing... This happens to me every time I play too many different Paradox games at the same time. I just can't remember for the life of me what button I'm supposed to press. Like, they change them all between every game. It's so annoying. Anyway, we're going to go find some people that we can harass. Like, say, this fella. You want my... commander? Yeah, no. Still no. A fine investment. Yeah, we should just rename the campaign to A Fine Investment, shouldn't we? Wouldn't be a bad idea. We're going to loot these two, I think. We can't split our army in half, which is really rather annoying. Because it would be quite convenient. That's a rather sizable levy from one province. A fine investment. This is why we need to have retinue. So that we can do stuff. Are there any cities, maybe, that we could just burn down? Upholding cities. We had done that over here, if I remember correctly. Yes, and they are available for loot. Let's just go down there. Those sieges will go much quicker, and I think that that's going to pay us off a lot better. This one had been raided, will be unraided in 2 years. Although, this guy's a little bit stronger. I wonder if maybe he can resist our raid. It'd be great if we could find some provinces that are like, they have either a bishopric or a temple. Like, sorry, a temple or a city on top, but they don't have a whole bunch of land inside their empire. Because then we could just, ravage them. That would be fantastic. That's what I want. Alright, so of these two, which one's better? We've got 546 and 430. So we're going to go with that one. We'll go with Cartagena. That's why it's taken so long. That's right, I always forget. CK2, again, this is another minor change between CK2 and EU4. In EU4, it remembers everything now. It not only remembers what screens you have open on the diplomacy window, it also remembers things like your game speed and all that crap. On this one, you always have to reset the game speed. You always have to reset the order of things being sorted. Like, I always like the lower opinion vassals to be on the top, because they're the ones that are more relevant. Happy vassals, it's a situation where the what's the saying for it? The exposed nail gets the hammer, the rusty wheel gets the oil, or whatever, like that kind of thing. Like, the happy vassals can be ignored. It's the ones that are causing problems that you really need to pay attention to. But the game never remembers your order, which is annoying. Alright, so we are getting a little bit of loot, 10 ducats. Now in EU4, I've been playing Mare Nostrum, and there's a loot map mode. Of course there's no loot map mode in CK2. Bah. But there is a coalition. I need to stop being negative. I'm just complaining now for the sake of complaining. Let's go speed 3. Now he is raising up his troops. I wonder if he actually thinks he can beat my army. And if he's right. Request for payment. Thanks for the interest. We appreciate that. Courtier just coughed to death. Okay, so we're 49.6%. We've got Fort George. What else can we build here? We have quite a bit that we can build. We can also help upgrade the city. I think I'd rather upgrade the city over upgrading our own thing. Like, let's get him some more tax income. The more money he makes, the more money I make. The more money he makes, the more he upgrades his holding. And the more he does that, the better for me. So, I feel like it's a worthwhile investment. I now appreciate the Empress. So we're in charge of this independence faction. Like, we could totally go independent. We could totally do it. He's not moving toward us yet. That's the thing, though. Do we want to try to become independent, or do we want to just try to become the emperor? The independence war would be easier to win. We're no longer zealous. It's unfortunate we just lost a martial score. They don't seem to be trying to come for us, and we're at 89%, now 99%. Excellent, 58 ducats. We get any prisoners? We've destroyed the trade post. I feel bad for them. We had a trade post, which was the... Was it an actual building, or was it like a actual Merchant Republic style trade post here? Well, there's barely any more loot available here. I think we just move on. It's really the cities that we care about. I do not like how when this window is open... Listen, this is... I noticed the weirdest things, right? Listen to the sound effect. You hear that sound? Ready? It's different. I don't like that. Oh, man. Alright, I don't know if we're going to stick around for this one. We'll take the 25 ducats in loot. But we might be heading out. We need to get some more money here. Large numbers of famished defenders of that province have succumbed to starvation. Interesting. Well, you know, the siege is not going too bad. It's actually going fairly quickly. There's another thing that I'd love to see, is why do I have to hover over this to see the 12.8%? Isn't that like the most relevant thing in the game that I'm wanting to know right now, is like how fast is the siege going to take? Like up here, it shows you the siege progress. Why can't it say like siege of this province, 60.9%, and then like right here in between it could say like 12.7% per tick, or like show me the percentage per tick so I don't have to hover over this all the time. Anyway, it's a minor complaint, but there's still so many things about this game that could be better. This actually is going pretty quick. I think we'll sit here for a little while. We're not going to worry about the castles, and this thing's going to stop being burned down soon in 83, July of next year. 70 ducats, wow. And our boat is full. Those two cities are very prosperous for us. You know what, why don't we go over here? As we have new holdings now, we can actually not have to go all the way back up to Cayman Sea. We lost one of our modifiers. It's still looted. It's 160 ducats, thank you very much. We'll go loot this guy now, since we've run out of juicy targets. Well, I could take the time to look around more. We have another granddaughter. What is that? That is a castle? Yeah. There's one. Mexico. Got a pretty rich city on top. Bishopric. That would be very, well, easier to siege. The city there. Okay, store that in memory. Ooh, another city here. Ooh, a very rich one too. Unfortunately, that's really quite far away. And we have another city up here in Orleans. Even more rich. Wow. That is where we need to go, I think. What about Miami? What is this thing? A city? That would be a city. It's another great province. That's not even that far away. Excellent. Okay, so we need to go north more. We got some tribal holdings. I'm assuming that the religion here, this is Afro-syncretic. Crap. Means we can't loot that one. Well, there goes the nearest opportunity. Is there any way for our boats to actually... Let's wait till they land, but I want to see if our boats can get through the strait? Through the Panama... this whole thing? No, we can't get around. That sucks. So if you raise boats on this side, you're just screwed? You can't get through? Wow. No, I will not be your commander. Stop asking me. Well, we found a few more targets. For now, let's just take some loot off the top. Actually, this siege is going to go pretty quick. Let's go ahead and burn this whole holding down. If it's only 500 troops defending, that's going to be fast enough. Very eager to get this second castle up and running so that we can actually have some troops that we can have 2 provinces being sieged at once. Oh, he's coming for us. He's going to be there on the 17th. Get out of there. Let's go find that other city. Let's go loot Mexico. We handle that. He's got 5,000 troops. Probably not. Our truce is up with this guy in like a few years. It's going to be 88. I like these holdings because they don't have any garrison. I think we're going to loot here. Like 400 troops. It's going to go pretty quick. Fort George. How are things looking from your perspective, Mayor Mervyn? Making 30 ducats a year, he's paying us 7. That's not bad. Could be worse. You don't get to choose, I just get to force you to be commander. Why do we have a commander with 0 martial score? That seems kind of silly. Oh, crap! Crap, I wasn't paying attention. It's fine. It's fine, we didn't need those troops anyway. We were captured? What? Let me go. Let me go. Okay, note to self, don't pay attention to the minor details while you're trying to raid. Excuse me, sir. Let's see. Imprisoned by some dude. You should really be able to click this button and go to the person that's got you. So I'm assuming it's you. King Pasquale the Rash? That's not who it is. Who was it again? Hua aja itsam kan angebitenda. This guy, your captor. 145 gold. Shouldn't have been leading that army anyway. Still left with the money. Let's stand down for now. We'll just wait for some loans to come back in. We're dead. We were offered up to sacrifice to the gods. So be it. Alright, so now we are Duke Delroy of Grand Cayman. We are, yeah, so our father got a little distracted. We're frail. Oh, come on. What a crap on a fire. And our martial score is so god-awful. Oh, jeez. It's so bad. We have a new heir, our son, who's got a club foot. Our whole council is bad. You want to be a guy. Are you good at anything else? You're pretty good at martial stuff. Why don't we move you to the martial position? We're going to Where's the option for it? Am I going crazy? Here, let's appoint everyone else first. We had this guy. See, apparently the change council position is only available if you have everyone appointed. He should be my Minister of Defense. There we go. Okay, back at the home base, we'll collect taxes, we will train troops, we will continue to try to fabricate claims. Now, we do not have a claim on this island. Our father died, he didn't get to press the claim. We did have to pay for it, though. Try to fabricate a new claim. We'll go back to studying technology up here, which was, I believe, one of these provinces. And yeah, there were some comments reminding me, it's been a while since I played this game. Yeah, researching cultural tech is actually going to benefit us in our capital, because it increases the cultural spread rate, and putting your spymaster where he was, it's going to do this. So, spymaster studying technology plus 6.6% gets increased by the counselor again by 45%, so we end up at 9.6. It actually does help. It's probably a better thing for him to do than any of the other options. Got a loss on succession. Okay, so we still own both holdings, which is fine. We don't really need money. Someone was born to Duke Curtly. My father's son was just born. I need an ambition. Try to build a war chest. Let's try it. Now, are we allowed? Are we a banker? We're not a banker. So we're done with the. We're done with that whole thing. Extort our subjects. Lower our subjects' opinion of us by 10 for 50 gold? Why not? Triple taxation. I'll recover from it. Actually, some sizable unrest down here now. We're gonna have some issues down here. Do we have any way to... Yeah, we could just lower unrest this way. Thanks for the hunting dog, named Faithful. I do think it's gonna be a better idea to try to prevent that rebellion. Since we only have 2 provinces, it'd be a pretty significant thing. Let's nominate ourselves. And this character is a little bit more diplomatic, so there's a chance... that we could actually swing things like that. What a vision quest. I'm not gonna read it all this time. We read it last time. I think some of them are different though. I did communed with. I saw terrible cataclysms. I gained the trait stressed, diligent, and just. I gained the trait brave and paranoid. Or I gained the trait ambitious, proud, and cynical. Tireless labor awaits me. Stressed, we're young enough that stress should be able to go away. We're already diligent, so that's kind of wasted. Just is okay. Brave is pretty good. Ambitious is very good. I think we'll go for this one. More prestige is good. Ambitious gives excellent stats. Cynical's fine. It'll make our liege dislike us. That's alright. Speaking of our liege, should we create an independence faction? Currently we only have 37% of the strength of our liege. We're down to 939 troops. Our liege has a fair bit more. Got 4,000. This fella. Now this fella, he's got some troops. Wow. And we're just hanging out on our little island. Alright, training grounds is done. That's going to be useful at some point in the near future. As soon as the new administration goes away in 20 years, we'll actually have good reinforcement rate. But for now, it can reinforce. Over time, it slowly will. Let's go ahead and grab our guy, and we're going to just suppress revolts down here. Make sure that we don't have any issues with this revolt risk. We want to form the independence faction just so that we don't get, like, we don't miss it. I think one thing we should try doing is we could either study technology or we could try to coerce people to join our faction. Like, if this guy joined our faction, we'd be set. He is content, diligent, cruel. Pretty strong martial man there, isn't he? Give it a shot. Let's see if we can make something happen. It'd be fun. So because we have 2 boys, and we've got Gavelkind succession, we're looking to lose our land upon monarch death. Once we've reigned for 10 years, we can just choose over whatever we want. Probably go with elective, maybe primogeniture. Hereditary, absolute duchy. Alright. Might as well pass laws when we can. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a break here. Let me know what your thoughts are on how this campaign's going and, you know, the untimely death of our father, Duke Curtly. But I'll see you again in the next one. See you soon.